All right, this your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth with their truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquath that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, It's a Lonely Journey Being in This Truth. All right? It's a lonely journey being in this truth. Now I got inspired to do this lesson because I was recently watching one of Apostle Gabar's videos, and he was going into health, and then he started going into other topics that was in the book of Revelation. And in the midst of that, he was explaining how it's a very lonely journey being in this truth, because as we all know, once we wake up to this truth, we're separated from the world, and that includes your closest friends, your family members, co-workers, whoever that you were cool with may not be cool with you no more. The things that you loved in the world, you don't love anymore. That's why the scriptures say, love not the world, neither the things that are in it, because the things of this world would get you destroyed. And just like it says in the book of Micah, I believe it says, this is not our rest. This place will destroy us. So, since we know this, we separate ourselves from the things that are wicked. We separate ourselves from the things that can get us killed. Point blank, period. And that could include family members, friends, or whoever as a part of your life. That's why Yahweh Shai said himself, he was like, look, in order for you to bear your cross, you can't love your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your auntie. You can't love any of them more than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. If you get to the point where you love them more than the Lord, you're not going to make it. All right? And that's another reason why we always say, don't hang around people in the world too much. Now, there's nothing wrong with, chilling or whatever. If you have the, the strength to be around people that's in the world and it doesn't affect you to the point where, you're not going off, then it's all right. Because, you may want to invite, a few people that for instance, Super Bowl or something may come up. You want to invite a few people over, or somebody invite you over to the Super Bowl party. You just want to watch the game. All right, cool. You know what those type of people are. You know what they consist of. So meaning, it might be certain food over there that you can't eat. You're going to stay away from it. All right, whatever food you can't eat, you're going to drink it. Eat it. Then whatever you can drink, you're going to drink it. But at the end of the day, you keep yourself separated from all of these things that they're doing. All right? And that's the main point. Staying separated from the wickedness of this world. Because it is a lot of people that would choose their family over a lot of things, man. And that's including the Lord. And that's one thing you definitely cannot do. That's why Apostle Gabar, he was right. This is a very lonely journey. Because once the spirit really hits you, you really do feel like, man, I don't want to be around these people. Because you don't want to you don't want to be around sin. Once you see people commit sin over and over and over again, the first thing you think of is this dude or this woman is going off. And you don't want to be around it. Because you already know committing one sin equals death. Like the scriptures say, if you break one law, you worthy enough of breaking them all. And we already know what sin is. Sin is transgression of the law, which is going to get you death. All right? So this is why we always say, stay separated from the people of this world. And, that could be difficult, when you first come into the truth. Because I know when I first came into the truth, one of the things that was difficult for me a little bit was weed. Once I learned I couldn't do that, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to give myself, a couple more weeks or whatever, because I had a whole lot at the crib, and I was like, I don't want to let it go to waste, so I was like, man, let me go ahead and, get rid of it and shit. And I did, but at the same time, you still feel that withdrawal. And, get to the point where you be like, maybe I could go back, smoke some more or whatever. But then you just like, nah, you don't want to do that. Because you already know, if you come into the truth and then you go back to sinning, you're putting yourself open for 7 more demons, meaning completion. You're opening yourself up for 7 more demons to come inside of you or not to, to pretty much take you over within the spirit, and you become a worse person than what you were before. All right, you become a worse person than who you were when you were in the world. All right, and that's something that you don't want to happen. You want to get to the point where it's a difficult time for those demons to take you over, because you always stay holy, which means you always staying what? Separated within righteousness, always trying to do what's right by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. So like I said, once you come into this truth, you will feel lonely, because you'll get to the point where you might have been a ladies' man in the truth. I mean, back in the world. And then now that your eyes are open and you see how these women are, you be like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with them. I'll just go ahead and just be alone. And that's written in the scriptures. The scriptures tell you, be as though you had none. None what? No wives. Because some brothers actually need that. That's to be by themselves. Be a eunuch at a certain extent, Just go ahead, be in the truth, bring out the word, take care of yourself, take care of your health and everything, and leave it at that. Because, certain brothers may be weaker when it comes to women. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel like you just really need to just stay away from them, go ahead. But at the same time, there's always a balance between things. There's always a way that you can make things work for yourself. Because as we all know, we all love women. We all want them to be a part of our life. Because we men, especially when you come into the truth and learn that you can have as many as you want. You're like, man, you want to do that. But of course we push don't do that, because that's not expedient for the truth. That will get you distracted. And the scriptures tell you about that. The scriptures tell you to attend upon the Lord without distraction. Women are a big distraction, definitely. When you seeing women give you all kind of attention and everything, they texting you, calling you, they want you to hook up, come over here, do this, do that, chill out. That could get you to the point where you're not even thinking about doing the work no more, man. And you definitely do not want to get to that point, because your whole focus right now is to push this word, push this gospel, push this good news to our people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's it. This is the #1 priority. Everything else is later on down the line, man. All right? So like I said, once you come into that understanding, then you really start to realize that, man, you're alone majority of the time. You can be in a camp and, you could be cool with a lot of brothers and everything like that, but at the end of the day, a lot of them can have different lives from you. And a lot of y'all can't even, chill out, play the game, drink a couple brews or something like that. Because everybody got separate lives. But at least, the brotherhood does look out for each other, which the scriptures tell us to do. Because we all trying to build up the house of David, and we all trying to build up each other within the spirit, which is exhortation. All right? But, like I said, it becomes times where you literally just realize that you're alone. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it is difficult. It's definitely difficult, man, because life is not supposed to be like this, but the Most High is showing us what it's like when the wicked is in rulership. He's showing us what it's like when it's the opposite from being good, man, from being righteous. So with that said, man, we got to go through these curses. We got to go through these hard times, but it's building us up within the spirit, and it's going to pay off and feel better and feel like a true accomplishment, Lord willing, if we reach the kingdom. Because as soon as we make it to the kingdom and Yahushua gives us all things, then guess what? We're going to feel relieved. We're going to feel happy. We can finally talk to family members and friends the way we want to. We can wake up with a smile on our face, actually looking forward to the day, and just feel really good about life, man. All right? But for now, we understand we got to do this work, and we got to go through the temptations and the hardship that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua set up for us, all right? That's the hard part, man. But it's worth it. As we all know, it's definitely worth it, man. So just keep grinding. Don't let things get to you. And just continue to push this work and continue to pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Rachaa, double honor to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing his word through the four corners of the earth with their truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ra'Zazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.